The one thing I want to say off bat about this album is it's too damn long. I wish he stuck to what Madonna's fucking whole advice was and only kept the songs to 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Now, for all of you who don't know who, Justin Timberlake was, he was a guy who was in a boy band called NSYNC. They were pretty big. Then he split off to do his own thing. He had the whole Justified album, Cry Me a River. I think he coined that phrase. I think he also coined the phrase rock your body. Nah, that phrase been around since the 90s. But of course, he had a song called, an album called Future Sex Love Sound with the song Sexy Back. Of course, that was pretty awesome. He did a few bids for an Oscar. He did The Social Network. He also did a whole thing with Samuel L. Jackson. That was pretty cool. Kind of acted like a Southern racist. I think it was Black Snake Mulligan or some bullshit like that. And then he returned with the whole 2020 album, the 2020 experience, a 2 album series, whatever you want to call it. That was pretty nice. Of course, he kind of sounded like the new Michael Jackson. He was pretty cool with that one. And that's pretty much it. Now, if you were like me and heard the album Man of the Woods, you expect a rugged country infused folk styling of Justin Timberlake. Nah, that shit's not gonna happen. This song is this whole album is so processed and unnatural that if he's the man of the woods, he must be a man of the plastic forest from either the Lorax or the whole fucking Matrix series. All 3 of them, just damn it. And if I might add, the album looks very fucking similar to the whole idea that Rihanna had for her album Anti. Like, just saying, it looks a bit similar. Maybe he was inspired, I don't know. And also the whole idea of a comeback album having a country inspired infused mix with it with elements of pop have been played out throughout the years. Lady Gaga had it with her album Joanne. Kesha had it with her album Rainbow. Of course, Hunt You Down sounds more freaking country than all these little songs combined, I would just like to say. And also, Katy Perry, she didn't have like a country infused idea, but she did have the idea of the whole artist coming back being woke as fuck. He even references the whole rose colored glasses thing that she had on Slave to the Rhythm on the song. I believe it's Waves. Yeah, it was Waves. I checked my notes. Yeah. The shit, he even referenced the whole rose colored glasses thing that she did on her song Chained to the Rhythm. He did it on Waves. Now, the song Filthy kind of reminded me of Kendrick Lamar's Humble, the way they start out with a cool guitar riff only to like throw it away when it comes to this whole generic little electro beat or whatever, club banger beat, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I was like, oh damn, this album's starting out with like maybe a southern guitar rock feel. No, it's no. I'm sorry. But I do like how he references Jay-Z when he says, I guess I got my swagger back. That's some Otis shit. But, you have Midnight Summer Jam, which I just like to say, He already pointed out that it's in midnight, so I don't know why he's saying it's starting in summer or it's starting in midnight. I mean, no shit. I mean, you'll get a lot of filler lyrics like that. Like, oh, that's like me saying summer camp starts in summer. Like, ah. But the little harmonica sample was ingenious. I just like to say, I love it. I love that little thing about that song. I mean, the whole song, like Sauce, it has this little whistle that I thought that was very cool. I think it was very awesome. Flannel also has a nice little whistle. I think it's from a flute. And from Sauce, it has like a harmonica or whatever. Waves also have a pretty nice whistle that I like on the album. I mean, the album is full of just whistles and shit like that. Also, the song Sauce references purple, which I kind of think is purple drink. Like, oh, shoot, he had to reference lean right when it's going out of style. And for all of you who might say, no, the purple could be something else because he also referenced pink. Well, the pink could be pussy and the purple could be purple drink. Also, I know this because sauce in Houston lingo means swag. And since in Houston, fucking, they actually invented lean, of course, it he could be referencing purple drink as in lean, you know. But I like that he's doing a Houston reference as in sauce Waka, if you know what I mean. The song Man of the Woods had a guitar riff that I couldn't like put my finger on where it comes from. I think it sounds very similar to Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed, because it goes like a din it. And I think that that was very cool because, you know, his name is Man of the Woods. And of course, he would walk on the wild side, I would believe. You have a song like Higher, which of course doesn't go into any higher detail of why he thinks this girl is special. Also, it has like I believe, like a Spanish flavor to it. So basically, it's the Amigos higher mixed with Narcos to me when it comes to this album. You know, the Amigos just came out. I don't know if it's like because of the Amigos coming out that I'm making this reference, but hey, the way that Waves have this like offbeat playing kind of made me think it had like this little reggae feel to it. It was pretty cool, you know. The one thing I don't get is that he referenced not needing a phone because we have the waves, and I don't know if the waves is slang for like bars and shit like that, but usually when you get a phone wet, then your shit not working. So that seems a little awkward. Now, the song Surprise, it kind of sounds a little bit quite far eastern. Like the beat sounds pretty far eastern, and the way he does surprise, it sounds like he's doing a stereotypical Asian broken English style parody and shit like that. Now, the song Morning Lights kind of reminds me of Sam Smith's last song, the way they sample. And I know they sampled like audio recording, like somewhat bad audio recording of a gospel choir. I wish they had an actual gospel choir on the damn song. But hey, the song has Alicia Keys. It's pretty alright. So you have a song like Say Something, which I wish he took his own advice and actually had something to say on this song other than repeating ad nauseum some irrelevant shit. You have the song Her, which sounds pretty, which, you know, is an interlude, and it's okay, I guess. You have a song called Flannel, which based on the title, brings me back to the 1990s and shit like that when everybody was wearing flannel shirts and stuff, you know. It's pretty okay. I like the whole whistle on it. You have the song Montana, which to me should have been called Virginia since, you know, Pharrell, and fucking Timberland, they're both from Virginia. So I'm like, you have a song called Montana for what reason? And this guy is from Tennessee, so I don't get like the references to like Montana. You have a song like Breeze, which have a very funky guitar riff, which is nice and all, but you know, Tennessee is not really known for their funk, is it? So you have the songs like Living Off the Land and Hard Stuff, which sound like blue collar envy to me. Hard Stuff saying he wants the hard stuff of the relationship, even though I believe that his wife and him is having a pretty good relationship. They're both fucking rich, so they don't need anything. And also, living off the land sounds like a blue collar envy in that he wants to have a hard life, a hard struggling life, and live off the whole nature and stuff like that. But something tells me Justin Timberlake is the guy who goes camping with a flat screen TV and have all these electronics in his tent and freaking have a net to catch the like mosquitoes and shit like that. He doesn't want it. And also you have a song like Young Man, which is a dedication to his son. That's pretty nice. I really love it. One of the best tracks off the album. So what can I say about this album? This album sounds like try hard romanticizing of the South and shit like that, revisionist history, you know, kind of really just not really him, you know, stuff like that. And I already said what I mostly want to say. So I'm gonna give this album personally a 5. You know, a lot of this album is filler, electronica shit. This sounds like what a robot would think a hick would be doing and shit like that. But no actual like mentioning of Southern culture that much at all. He doesn't reference soul food. This is not a Leonard Skinner album. I just like to say that. So please like, subscribe, share the video, and I am out.